think it's better now. Hi everyone. Great evening to you and great morning, afternoon. It all depends on where you're watching from. Thank you all for joining the live show. Thank you so much. And today is another amazing day. Okay. Oh, our guest is in the building. So you all, before we bring up our guest, she's a powerhouse, an amazing woman I love and I respect. All the women that we're bringing on this show, they're super amazing, phenomenal, fantastic, wonderful. And these women that you show love by giving them some claps, by ensuring that you also do well to send them some flowers, their love. You see, now I'm asking myself, why didn't I wear makeup? Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at my beautiful sister, a phenomenal woman, an
Thank you so
amazing
much.
woman. But before we go ahead, guys, and I want to introduce our powerhouse. Edith, please send me Mrs. Bola's bio so I can read a little bit of it while more people join. So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the Millionaire Mindset, sorry, the Millionaire Woman Mindset. But if you're a man joining us, no cause for alarm because the same thing we're teaching here can also work for men. So while you all are sharing, please share this. Let's have great and amazing people like yourself come join us and come learn as well. Like I said, um, one of the things I always say is that we as individuals cannot say that we have so much time and what we want to do with it is to waste it by coming live on Instagram. Mrs. Bola is a very busy woman. I'm busy as well, and we are just here to impact lives. And I believe that for those women who are here, for the men who are here as well, I'm sure you're going to be taking one or two things back with you. So Edith, share the bio with my Dubai WhatsApp line because the other line I'm using my I'm using it for the Instagram live. So share it with me on my Dubai WhatsApp line because I want to read her bio so people can understand who she is. She's phenomenal. Her fashion sense is out of this world. I don't know how she does it. People like me cannot get away with it. I don't know how to match outfits. That's why if you know, some people say, oh no, that shouldn't say that. The truth is I'm always safe with a gown, a two-piece or a jumpsuit because I know I don't need to think what pants should I wear with this jacket or what jacket does it go with. I have some outfit that is just single jackets. I bought them alone like that and I've not been able to wear them because I don't know how to pair them well. But she is phenomenal. You can see, and this is what branding is all about. I've known Mrs. Bola for a while before we finally met this year in Doha, and she has been really phenomenal. So Edith, I'm waiting. Please send this to me so that I can read it. I want us to kickstart right now. Please send it to me real fast, real fast. Please send it to me. If you can call me to draw my attention on it because I'm checking and I'm saying nothing right now. So please, we don't have much time and we cannot be keeping our guests waiting. So for those of you who are watching, if you're excited to be here, kindly type, I am excited, I am excited, I am excited. If you are ready to learn, come on, type, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. If you know you are ready to learn, you are hungry to learn, please type it in the chat box. I am ready, I am hungry to learn. I cannot wait to learn right now. For those who are in the building, let me see your chart. If you know you are truly hungry to learn, come on. Let me see your message in the chat box. Okay. Type in, I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn. Beautiful. I can't see it. I said my Dubai line, my Dubai WhatsApp line. I'm on the phone and I can't see it. Okay, I can see Ife of London. I
Thank
love
you,
that name. That's
Ife.
beautiful. I'm sure you are a follower of Lady Bola. Good to have you here. She said, I'm
Yes, good to
ready.
see you,
Beautiful.
Ife.
Who else is ready? So if you're ready, I'm ready. Diana, Daniel, Diana, yes, you're ready. Beautiful card. uh, Kadupsi Ohms. Yes, good to know that you are ready to learn this beautiful and amazing afternoon. Who else is ready to learn? Okay, I can see Fair of London smiling. Okay, I believe it's because I said she's a follower of Mrs. Bola. Okay, Mrs. Bola, please permit me. I don't know why the message is here to drop, although my EA said she has dropped it, but I'm here to get that
Don't
notification
worry, we
right
can
now.
just go
So please
ahead.
permit me to allow you. I don't want to do just say what I have on the top of my head, but I just want you to do justice to your bio yourself because I know you're a powerhouse and I need people to know who you are. And I like to read our guest bio, but pardon me, forgive me tonight. So please, can you just share a little bit of background of what you do and how you got into what you do today, impacting lives around the world, phenomena, giving us that fashion statement back to back. So please, over to you, ma.
Mrs. Akitayo, thank you so much for having me. You are so kind. Such kind words. Honestly, I don't deserve it, but thank you so much.
You
It
do
means a lot
deserve
to me.
it. You are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I saw you in Doha. I saw you in Dubai. You are a fashion lady. So don't even give us that. So thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
everyone for joining the live. It's such a privilege and honor. I don't take it for granted at all because everything I believe in life happens for us and never to us. So whether good, whether bad, whatever it is, it's happened because maybe you were supposed to learn from it, or somebody was supposed to learn from it,
Mm,
or God wants to use you as a marker of how people should navigate that kind of thing. So to me, my life, I wouldn't say is perfect. I wouldn't say it's something that everybody should follow, but I'm saying that everything that I've gone through, I have taken it as something that God wants to use to help other people not go through where I've been. So if it was a dark alley, perhaps I could say, don't go that way. Maybe go this way. So for me, my life has been a journey. I started out as an IT consultant. And then at some point I moved to Nigeria and forayed into fashion because I was making bits and bobs for myself and got married. Life happened. I had some health issues, had to lose weight. And based on that, trying to eat healthy, I fell into food and drinks and started producing and manufacturing food and drinks that helped me lose weight, which ended up with me being nominated to be on Gordon Ramsay's Future Food Stars on TV, after which I was able to cook on Steph's Pack Lunch. And then more recently, I was on Millionaire Hoarders, where Channel 4 came to have a look around my house and rummage through things to sell because I love the vintage lifestyle, to look at my classic cars. It was just a fun thing to do. Right now, I follow my heartbeat, which is creativity. I design clothes, shoes, eyewear, and everything I've ever done in my life, I've studied. So it's been quite a journey being me. So I'm a certified health coach. Eyewear designer, which I went to school for, handbag designer, and all of that jazz. But best of all, I think I'm a lover of life. I believe that we should all savor this life and get the
Mm,
best out of it while sharing it with
mm,
other people.
wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lady Bola, for sharing that with us. I'll just pick one or two things from your bio as well. I finally have it here. So I'm just going to share a little bit. So, Mrs. Bola, she's a visionary, shaping the world of fashion, culture, and media. She has been featured on Gordon Ramsay's Future Four Stars, which she mentioned. Then I'm going to take a little more about her. She's a trustee of Legacy Art Foundation, supporting initiatives that preserve, elevate, and platform African art and cultural heritage. She also serves as a creative director for African Fashion Week London. She didn't say that, so I needed to actually talk about that, where she has played a pivotal role in amplifying African designer, strengthening the brand internationally, championing African creativity on the global stage. She's deeply committed, like deeply committed to women's development. You see, I had to stress it, and that's why she's here today. She supports and advocates for women stepping confidently into their
Absolutely.
creativity, leadership, and vision. Now, I'm saying this so that you know we have a powerful woman in the building who is right for you and I here today. And in media, she holds conversations with Bola, where she has led powerful discussions with guests such as NHN, Auntie Betty Rabo, and Moji Omponu Wusu of Woodall Capital. She also co-hosts the Seriously Donuts podcast, bringing insightful and authentic conversations to the global audience, rooted in culture, creativity, and community impact. Bola continues to build a cross-industry legacy defined by bold vision, artistic influence, and meaningful contributions. With a clapping ovation. Come on, welcome my dearest sister in the building one more time.
Thank you so
Lady
much. Thank
Bola,
you.
thank you so much. I needed to read that because it is very important for people to know and understand more about who you are, what you've done, your impact to the society, and how you've been here today will be a blessing to them because they need you for those who want 2026 to be better and are even looking forward to the later part of 2025 to be the best. So, my first question to you today is when you think about the millionaire woman mindset, what does this mean to you as a creative leader in the fashion space and in the lifestyle space?
First of all, let's look at that word millionaire. Back in
Mm,
the days, 1 million meant that, you were extremely rich and your worries were over and you had nothing to worry about. It's not so anymore. At least if you look 1 million in terms of some currencies that we have now, it doesn't really translate that much now. But if
mm-hmm,
we take a bit from what it used to mean, to me, having a millionaire mindset is about having a mindset of abundance. It's treating everything, every connection, every opportunity as though your mind is wealthy. So oftentimes when we have opportunities before us, sometimes we cancel ourselves out even before we've even approached it. We look at it and we're like, oh, I can't afford that. It's too much. It's too much. And you haven't even knocked on the door. You haven't opened the door. You haven't even looked deep. So to me, a millionaire mindset is a mindset of abundance. It's about approaching every opportunity with that mindset that I have a father in heaven that owns it all. And because of that, it's available to us. I always use this example. Yeah. There's a new term in Nigeria where we talk about children of, very wealthy fathers. They call it spoiled rich kids, right? If you look at some of them, They might not even be as talented as you are, but the way they step out like, I can't fail. Because what's the worst that'll happen? If I fail, I'll be fine. That's the millionaire mindset. That's the mindset we need to have, that we must be stepping out in confidence, not necessarily counting like, oh, can I? We must have that confidence to step out. That's what millionaire mindset is to me.
You so much. Thank you for that beautiful explanation. Now I'm going to repeat some of the things you said so that those who are just joining and those who actually will join later can actually say this to themselves. And I want you to type it in the chat box. And I want you to say this to yourself. A millionaire mindset is a mindset of abundance. That was one of the things Lady Bola said. A millionaire mindset is a mindset of abundance, a mindset that you step out with confidence, knowing fully well that you cannot fail. And the truth is, based on that analogy you shared, in as much as some people will say, all this, some rich kids, um, they cannot they don't know how to multiply wealth. I've seen rich kids multiply a whole lot of wealth, and especially the ones, just like we have some poor people today,
Absolutely.
don't know how to multiply wealth. If you don't teach or guide somebody from early stage on how to do these things, they won't know how to do it. My kids, for instance, understand the
Absolutely.
fact that they cannot fail. They just have to succeed. So there's no way they grow up in life and they go into a business. There's no way you can even tell my daughter that she will not be rich. It's so you can't even tell her, because her mindset is already telling me that when she grows up, she's telling me the country she wants to live and how she's going to visit, that she's not going to leave Nigeria totally, but she's going to come and be visiting Nigeria,
That's
but she's not going
kudos
to
to
live in
you, though.
Nigeria. So
That's
why
kudos
put
to
you
you
things that
because
way?
she's
She's
picking up
already
from
telling
you,
me that
hasn't
she's
she?
going to be wealthy. Now, if I tell her that, okay, why don't you try another business or something? She'll tell me, no, mommy, this is what I want to do. I want to be a singer. I'm like, the confidence she has about what she wants to do right now. I never had that when I was 10. I didn't have that when I was 15, when I was 20. I didn't have confidence in what I wanted to become. I
Mm,
still see that I could fail in life. I even still see failure. So she is not saying that failure is negotiable. The same with my boys. So why? Because the way and manner that their mind has been reframed from a very early stage. But the truth is, I was not this way before. I also had to learn and build my own mind. So have that confidence,
mm,
like Lady Bola had said, that you cannot fail. Step out every day. Come on, that word is big, oh. And I've not seen somebody type that in the chat box. Thank you. David helped me to type a millionaire mindset is a mindset of abundance. 100% true. That this statement is heavy, like is really, really heavy. There's so much embedded in that statement. And also the fact that you need to step out as an individual with confidence every day, even in the midst of adversity,
mm,
even in the midst of challenges. You still have that mindset that you cannot fail, you will not fail. Come on. What will happen is that you begin to bring those things which you begin to see to manifestation, and they begin to happen to you. So
mm.
my next question for you now is rather, what actually inspired you to build a personal brand around fashion, lifestyle, and creative expression? What inspired you? Because I know about 15 years ago, 10 years ago, you did not start, I guess so. You didn't start a brand of fashion, even though you were the fashionistic person. But right now, everywhere we see the fashion. So what was the inspiration behind it?
When I get asked that question, it's really difficult to answer, and I'll tell you why. Because for me, it was a natural progression. So it
Mm,
wasn't like I had a board and said, okay, let's do this. It was me coming more into myself as I grew older. So
mm,
one of the things I quickly realized in life is that, and I like the fact that you stressed it earlier about confidence. The moment you are able to find a confidence you, everything
mm,
blossoms from there. The moment
Mm,
you're able to
mm,
be honest with yourself, to hear your own voice, to believe your own voice, and to go with your own voice, everything stems from there. And I think for me, there was a particular year, I don't really remember what happened to me. But I think I just literally looked at my life and I said,
mm,
this is not how I want my life to go. I brought out a sheet of paper and I started writing what I wanted for my life. I took a picture of what I wanted my future to look like. And I started working towards it. So it wasn't
mm,
like I said, okay, have this hair, have that, have that. It was just me trying to align with who I know on the inside I am and I've always wanted to be. But for whatever reason in life, we always shy away. And unfortunately for us, or should I say, unfortunately is a very difficult word, but a lot of us, especially Africans, we grew up as community type people where this is how we wear our hair, this is what we
mm-hmm,
do, this is how we do it. However, the society doesn't always encourage individuality.
mm,
And that was the struggle for me. I knew
mm,
that even when I was growing up, I was the fifth of six children. And I will remember my mom saying things like, your sisters didn't give me this issue. When I told them to go that way, they went that way. Why do you understand? But I always used to stop and say, don't go that way. I won't go, but please tell me why. I wanted to know more, but I wanted to know more about me. And I think the more I tried to know more about myself, the more I fell in love with myself, and the more I grew more confident to show who I really was to the world. And the more I did that, it panned out to be something that is now defined as a personal brand. But who I am is who I am on the inside, the way I speak, the way I talk, the way I choose to wear my hair, it's just something that I align with, not necessarily a board of, yeah, planning out a brand. It was just me trying to be true to myself.
that's beautiful to hear the story behind the old fashioned brand. But in terms of women, because there's some people who actually want to own that space as well,
Mm.
and they are holding themselves back. Um, how do they actually begin to build a brand around what makes them happy, what makes them the identity they have? What do you think, or what do you suggest that they can do? They just feel that, oh, I'm not good enough, or that's individual who I feel, people won't like what I just posted. I can be that way years back. Before I
Mm.
post something, like I have to go ahead and vet and vet. I remember some of my team actually did a video. My media team did a video of that when they actually would shoot some videos, and I'm like, no, 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 don't post this. This can't work. Oh, I see it on social media. I'm like, pull it down. What kind of video is this? So some people are in that space. At least I have started, even though I want to sometimes be a perfectionist. But in terms of people who are still struggling with this identity issue, especially, for instance, you wear many hats. Some actually wear many hats, but they also want to show up like you are showing up at the moment. So, how should they go about it?
Okay, one of the things I did that really helped me was, again, just being honest with myself. Like I got a sheet of paper and
Wow.
literally wrote down all the areas that I felt that either my self-esteem was challenged or I didn't feel very confident. So, for example, some years ago, I lost a lot of weight. I was going through life issues and I knew that my weight was an issue. I'm not saying weight will be an issue for everybody else because there are very many, you know, people that are big but are confident. I wasn't one of those. So I wrote that I wanted to work on my weight. I used to hate my legs. You know, in Nigeria, where you say that you have
Wow.
yams on your legs. I wrote that as a prayer point. I wrote everything out. My
Wow.
skin, I started learning how to do my skin better. I started learning how to wear my makeup. I literally wrote every area out and I dedicated myself to fixing those areas. So let's talk about my makeup. I went to Selfridges. I'll go to Mac counter. I'll get them to teach me. After a while, I'll go to another counter. After a while, I paid a makeup artist to teach me how to wear my makeup until I got to a point where I knew that this is the look I love. This, I love red lipstick. I stuck with it. I did that, because guess what? The most beautiful person in any room, yeah, is not the most physically beautiful, but the
Mm.
most confident. She will command
Wow.
space when she enters that room. So if there's
Mm.
any justice any woman can do for herself,
Mm.
is to tackle those issues that affect your confidence, fix them so that any room you go into, your confidence is unshaken and you are seen for what you are bringing into that room. So people
Mm.
always ask me, my hair, I've had my hair the same way for like 10 years. It's not only convenient for me, to be fair. It's the look that I'm used to, that I feel confident in. There is
Mm.
no way. So when I enter a room, I'm not even worried that, oh, my hair is this, my hair is that. The only thing you probably see me do is pat my hair down because I know that it goes puffy a lot. But once I have my hair in place, my makeup in place, I'm entering a room and I'm owning it. So
Mm.
that is my advice to anyone. Anything that messes with your confidence is asking for your attention.
Ooh.
Do the internal work. Deal with it. Sort it out. Get yourself to a point where you're happy with my legs with yams now. I'm cool with it. Look at your nose. I always just people that people used to make fun of my flat nose that, when God was giving out noses, I went to play and then I rushed and he slapped it on my face. Now I'm happy
Wow.
with my nose. You address everything. Don't push anything under the carpet because the moment you find a confident you find an unstoppable you. And that's what you need.
Mm. Mm. I hope somebody is writing all this. I hope you are writing the moment you find a confident you. Please, can you repeat that again? I need somebody
The
to type
moment
that.
you find a confident you is the
Yes.
moment you find the unstoppable you.
Wow. Is the
You will step
moment
on
you
any
find
stage.
the unstoppable you. Wow. Wow. Can somebody type that
Where you go,
i- in
you
the
know.
chat box? This is powerful. I love this. It is to ensure that we have, henceforth, we have our graphics designer bring out this quotable quote. I love this one. Amongst everything I've written down that you've been saying, I love this the most. The moment you find a confident you is the moment you are unstoppable, right? Is the moment you are or is the moment you find the unstoppable you.
The
Okay.
unstoppable you. Yeah.
The moment you find the unstoppable, yes. The moment you find a confident you is the moment you find the unstoppable
Unstoppable.
you. Hi, this word is entering. I don't know about you. You don't understand. And everything you said about you right now, and I'm looking like I didn't see any flat nose. I didn't see any leg. Like in short, she has. I love her legs. I remember the gown you wore while we were doing a video in Dubai together, and I love the gown. The legs were looking really nice. But I think what
You-
happened there, which I noticed, was the moment you said, no, you said something that anything that messes with your confidence is taking your attention. So you need to work on that
Mm,
stuff, basically.
yes.
And you said something about you can be beautiful and
Mm,
you enter a room and people do not even notice you that you are beautiful because you do not, I
mm.
mean, you might be beautifully dressed
Carry it.
or looking
Yeah.
beautiful, but the confidence that you carry with that beauty you carry will make people to see you in a different approach and see that
Absolutely.
you are that individual they need to meet. And everyone
Mm,
today, I can assure you, nobody's seeing flat nose. Why? Because you wear your confidence shamelessly. You don't send anybody. I remember
Thank
when we were
you.
there, a lot of people were coming to you. Are you a pop artist? Are you a musician? Or and you said, oh, you're a TV host, because they couldn't just look at you and walk away. You were just looking all amazing, and I didn't say any of
Oh,
those things.
thank you.
So, guys, I hope you hear that word. You have to
Thank
go
you.
and deal with that thing that messes with your confidence. Anything that messes with your confidence is seeking your attention. But please do not get Lady Bola wrong. She's not saying that you go and do surgery if you cannot.
No.
That's not what she's saying. Because
So, for
this is
example,
still
my
her nose.
nose, you know,
This is
you
that's why
just
I had to bring that
you
up.
stand. You know, there's something called mirroring. You put a mirror in
Mhm.
front of you and just
Beautiful.
look at yourself and just
Mm.
see yourself through God's eyes. God said, you know,
Absolutely.
there was a time that I really struggled with accepting my nose, and I
Mm.
used the word of God to really help me, because God says we are wonderfully made, right? You take the word
Absolutely.
of God and you're fighting it back, and people will go on
Absolutely.
my WhatsApp message and they'll see me giving myself self-talk. I'm beautifully made. I'm this. You need to
Wow.
go through that
Wow.
period.
Wow.
Self-talk yourself. Even if you did it, encourage yourself until you believe it. Because if you don't believe it, it doesn't matter what anybody tells you. You will never accept. If
Absolutely.
people tell you, oh, you look beautiful, you're going to say, stop it, stop. But until
Mm.
you believe that you are beautiful, you will not be
Absolutely.
able to really body it when people tell you, you know.
So
So
true.
you've got to do that internal work. It's not something that you can't outsource it. You can't say, do I look nice in this? And people say, yes, you look nice, and you own it all day. If you own it for 2 minutes, you're going to lose it the next minute somebody looks and stares
Absolutely.
at you. You're going to say, you lied to me. So you have to get to that point where you do the internal work on yourself, so
Mm-hmm.
that any room you enter, everything to do with your appearance and what anybody thinks is already dealt with. So you're
Absolutely.
just going business of the day. You
So
know,
true.
what's the order of the day? If people tell you you look nice, thank you very much, because you already know that you do. And it's not arrogance. It just helps you and helps everybody else in the room feel more comfortable. Because
Absolutely.
it's really difficult when you're dealing with someone that is, not confident, and you have to prop the person up and it can be a lot,
Hmm.
so it's for everyone. It's good for business.
Absolutely. Thank you so much once again, Lady Bola. And thank you, my dear sister. I start and finish. She wrote, the moment you find a confident you is the moment you find the unstoppable you. Just repeating what we have said and typing in the chat box. For everyone who is also dropping one message or the other, thank you so much. Do the internal work from Carol. Thank you for that as well. So going back right now to the millionaire mindset woman. For a woman who wants to earn more, scale more, and multiply, what do you think are the branding principles that she must never compromise on?
I'm going to sound very cliche when I say integrity and
Mm.
relationships. Integrity number one, and because whether we like it or not, your family is watching, your friends are watching, people that know you are watching. They know you inside out. So if, for example, someone came to me and said that my sister said some things, I would probably be like, I know what she can say and what she can't say. I remember a time my son's school, the school rang and said that my son did something. I said, it's not my son. Go and check your camera. It can't be, because I know this boy inside out. My husband followed him to school and found out that it really wasn't my son. People are watching you. People know the things you can say, you can do, and where you shouldn't be. So before you've even spoken anything, people already know, oh, I can trust this person. And that has mattered to me a lot. Okay, let's put that aside and say that that's cliche, right? How about if we say relationships? I cherish my relationships more than anything in the world. Some rooms I have been privy and blessed to enter were rooms that were opened up to me by people within my relationship and friendship circle. Are you still there? Can anyone still hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can. I think it was a
Okay,
network.
you went off for a minute, so I wasn't sure if I was still live.
Sorry.
So for me, it's don't skimp on integrity and cherish your friendship. I'm telling you, I am old. Now I know I'm old. But when I look back, the best things in my life are still the relationships I formed over time. Friends that I can call, that you never knew would be in a position, that you never knew would be here or there, that you can call and say, I need this, and it gets done. I need to get in that door, the door gets open. I need to do this. Cherish your relationships. The people you meet today, the people you meet tomorrow, they came into your life today for a reason. And you know, there's a popular saying that, you know, friends of 20 years cannot be friends or blah, blah, blah. Please don't burn any bridges. Yeah, you might not be tight friends, but trust me, relationships are incredible. They will open. When God wants to answer your prayers, you'll be surprised that the answer is already within your network. Somebody you met, somebody you thought you would never need, somebody that crossed your path. You know, let me just give you a random example. I remember there was a time my mother had a problem with the land in Nigeria. And you know how you buy a piece of land and they want to take it back and blah, blah, blah. And at some point, they wanted to take this piece of land back. And my mom was talking to her tailor that this tailor had been with our family for such a long time. We used to call him Brother Bola, may his soul rest in peace. And my mom just mentioned that, can you imagine, oh, they want to take this piece of land. And Brother Bola was like, that's where I come from. Brother Bola went to their Oba and they cancelled taking that land from my mom. That's my mom's tailor. Respect people, please. If you pass somebody in the lift, trust me, that lift meetup was ordained. That's what I've begun to understand. There was a time we were trying to raise funds for a business that I was going to do. And the funds never came through. But there was a lady and I that were in this consortium that were going to try to get funds from this investor. That lady and I's relationship and the things we've been able to achieve outside of what was supposed to happen. Please respect people, respect relationships, and never ever think low of anyone. Nobody knows tomorrow. The people that you least expect. I mean, I look around me and I am so blessed with people in positions that blow my mind. Because that person of yesterday that I gave water, that person of yesterday that we were random gisting, is a blessing to me in every way. So you be a blessing and never lose that Rolodex of people in your life. Nobody should be cast away. If God brought them your way, it's for a reason. Maybe not now. At some point, you will understand.
Thank you so much, Lady Bola, for that. That is also powerful. So, branding principles, you must not joke with, you must not you cannot compromise. Two of them she mentioned, I wrote down. You can even say it's three or four. It depends on what you wrote down. Is number one, number one, number two, number three, number four, number five. Integrity, integrity. Oh, integrity is very, very important. Then, lastly, of course,
Absolutely.
make sure you do not joke. Cherish and respect your relationships. The relationships around your life, do not joke with them. Yes, I was good. I love the fact that you said, you know, I also used to echo that sometimes. You can say, oh, friends of 20 years cannot be friends after 20 years, or whichever way they put it. But the truth is, I've seen some very powerful friends of 50 years, of 30 years, of 40 years. When they say our old girls association, you are seeing them coming out. They are singing, they are dancing. How come they are still friends after 30 years? How come they are still friends after 40 years, after 45 years? So it's, of course, it's not all friends, but Lady Bola said something powerful. Do not burn bridges, even though you might not be close to that individual. Try to ensure that you leave a
Mm.
good impact in the life of everyone you meet.
Yeah.
You can't please everyone. Don't try to be a people pleaser. That's not what she's saying.
Yeah.
But try to ensure that you leave a mark, that when they call your name, they'll say, oh, this woman is a woman of integrity. Integrity. She's a woman that keeps to her word. Is a woman that does this, that. What she says she will do, she will do. So it's very important, because everything we do is our identity. Our identity speaks louder in terms of what we do than the image we are trying to project out there for people to see. Because perception is good, but when people come in and say that the perception is different from reality, it brings down your brand value. But perception
Absolutely.
plus reality leads to consistent cash flow for you any day, anytime. So thank you so much, Lady Bola. This has been really powerful. And I'm looking at the time and I said, this is 1 hour. And I'm looking at the questions and I'm like, have I even scratched these questions? I haven't. And time is already,
Maybe my answers
uh,
have been too long.
honestly. And no. I just heard what you said properly. No, you were not taking them for so long. It's just that we always feel we have time. And guess what? By the
Yeah.
time we start, I've noticed that we Instagram live and you discover that the time is over and you've barely scratched your questions. So you were not taking so long to answer. I'm sure you were quite short. But it's just that
Oh,
we don't have so much time. But for those of you who are watching and you have been learning so much this beautiful day, ensure you ask a question. If you have a question you want to ask our guest, remember this is the Millionaire Woman mindset, but it doesn't mean as a man all of these things being said is not useful to you. It is still useful to you, and these are things we're teaching so that when you want to end 2025, you end it with a bang and you start 2026 with a bigger bang. Okay, so that you can
absolutely.
be able to know how you can also ensure, as a woman, as a man watching this right now, can help yourself to um, make wealth, command wealth, and have wealth come to you all through the year 2026. So, one of the things I would like to ask before maybe we have a question, and I ask my final question on the live show today, is that in terms of a woman, or as a woman, must we always unlearn if we truly want to become the kind, or if we truly want to attract the level of millions or billions we want to attract? Then, secondly, I'm going to take these two questions at the same time. What is that one thing that women must do differently for us to be able to compete globally? A lot of women want to compete globally. What do you think is that one thing we need to do to take us to that stage?
Okay, so personally, I think one thing we need to unlearn as women is to unlearn fear. Before we do anything,
Mm,
women, yeah, sometimes even
mm,
God will talk to you, and your first reaction is fear. We have to unlearn that fear. We have to start telling ourselves that, you know what, I'm going to do it. Perhaps,
mm,
it might not work out. Maybe it will. But even if it doesn't work out, there's a lesson. What are you going to take away? There's something, that people have been calling failing forward, which I personally have experienced. There's some things that I did, like some businesses that I started, but that didn't work out. But to me, it was failing forward because when I
mm,
knew that didn't work, it showed me something. It showed me a path of other things that could work. It showed me a path of things that were available to me. So don't be afraid. When God says go, move. Move,
mm,
because time waits for no one. Honestly, there is nothing you're going to do that is going to fail or fail in a way that your life is over.
mm,
Every an expiry date. The other thing that we must do is to learn to pivot
mm, mm.
from a background where a lot of
Pivot.
us want to die there. Yeah. You're going through something The business, people you're selling puff puff, people are coming every day to ask you for bonds. But you are insisting that because you started out with puff puff, that's what you're going to have to be selling. Listen out for the voice of God, because oftentimes he will come in the voice of the people, of your customers, or where you should be going. And follow that path. Because many of us do things and stay in places because we're thinking people are going to say, she has changed her business, she has done this, stop listening. Look, these same people that are making fun of you will come and clap for you when you get to where you're going. They will come and confess to you themselves that, you know what, when you started this thing, I didn't think it would work, but kudos to you. You will be doing yourself an injustice by wanting to die in a place where God has said, come higher, come higher. You have stayed in this place too long. Look, today, when I went to look at a property, I was even going to call you to tell you, I'm all about creativity, and my heart is for creatives. I see how creative people stay down because of lack of funds, because we're not selling enough. And I'm thinking that there must be a way where we can elevate. And I'm thinking, what if we all came together and started doing bigger things? We can still be doing our creative stuff, but we can invest bigger. We can invest in clothes. We can invest in properties. We can do other things whilst we're keeping our dreams going. Guess what I found out? Apparel group that own Adidas and the rest of them, they've literally just launched a property development business. But you are staying there. This is a company that they already have more than enough. They are also thinking that in case this fashion business is not adding up, how about we pivot into property? They've started a property development group. I think they're called Cora I've got pictures. I even filmed the development. This is the mindset we need to have. That you're not betraying yourself by looking or trying to go higher. You're not betraying yourself by pivoting. You're not betraying your dream by changing something. Because guess what? If you do not do something that holds you up, this same passion will kill you. It will frustrate you. So unlearn fear. Do it because it's going to bring you closer to that dream that God has for you. When you get there, whatever you find, if it's going well, and they say if it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. But if it needs fixing, unashamedly fix it. Don't say, oh, they will say I was only doing hair. I'm not supposed to be doing conditioning. If your customers are asking for conditioning, you better add conditioning to it and finesse it, because nobody's going to come down from heaven and tell you that. Otherwise, somebody else will come and be saying, well, I was asking you for conditioning, you didn't do it, and they will take what was rightfully yours under your nose. Those are my two things. Be unafraid to start, be unafraid to pivot. Both of them remove fear.
Yes. Number one, remove fear. Unlearn that fear. Do not be afraid to start. Do not be afraid to pivot. This is very, very important. Listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit that is talking to you. You are not a failure. You only failed forward to learn new things which you know it not before. So learn the right time to pivot as well. And do not forget, learn to listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit and what He is saying to you. Amazing. This is really powerful. So I don't know if we have any question in the chat box, because I am going to ask my own final question. This our live show. It's usually 1 hour, every at least a good number of the days. We're supposed to have it from December 24th to December. I'm sorry, November 24th to December 5th, and it's being powered by Winning Woman. And we're having the third edition of the Winning Woman next year. And we hope to see some of you women who are here right now in the building as well. So back to our conversation. Any question? Okay, I can see Carol says, I love this. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And ensure that you stay glued to this channel, because we're going to be having more powerful women who will be coming up and sharing amazing things on the Millionaire Woman mindset. And everybody, remember, they are coming out hot, like they're going to be giving us hot, just like we've had today. I have my notepad here and it is full from writing, so don't think you're the only one learning. I'm also learning here today. So my last question to you, if we have a question, I'll take that. So if you have a question, type it in the chat box and I'll take it after she takes this question. So to every woman who is listening tonight and who might listen tomorrow or some other day after today, what would you say could help them to adopt that mindset shift that can help them to fast track themselves into the wealth they desire, the influence and the impact? What do you say? I know you've said so many things, but right now, that's individual. What would you say to them? They can do better in the year 2026. Right now, to prepare them for 2026 and make 2026 better in terms of that millionaire woman mindset shifts.
Okay, so one thing I want every woman to understand and every creative to understand is that sometimes creatives get stuck because we can do so many things, right? So because we can do so many things, and people ask you like, what do you do? That alone can be a shock to your system, because you'd be like, which one of the areas you want to tell them you do? Are you a creative? Are you a foodie? Are you this? Are you that? Alone can send you to inertia and not doing anything, because you'd be like, I don't know what to tell the world I'm doing. Look, let's look at ourselves as women. The way God created us, we're nurturers, we're gardeners, we're cooks, we're mothers, we're what else? Support system, we are aunties, we are so many things. But when people ask us, who are you? You say you're a woman, and you never ever disregard any part of all those things you can do. That is how you should look at your gifts. Don't despise them. Don't let it tear you apart. Don't let it stop you from being the genius you are. God has invested so much inside of you. Yeah. So if today, when you get off the phone, is the expression of an auntie, which might be equivalent to maybe serving other people in your business, that is, the greatest on your mind, now go with that. You're not letting any other thing down. That other expression of maybe your cook side might come later in another season of your life. But for now, start where you can. Because many times we stop because we're still trying to define. You're still asking yourself. I hear people say, I don't know my passion. I don't know my gift. I don't know. But when anything happens, if somebody comes on TV, the best channel, this, those things that you're very sharp at, they are pointers to what your gifts are. Those things that wind you up, that you'd be like, oh, they could have cooked this better. Maybe you should be a cook. So don't overthink things. Yeah? Don't overthink. Don't stop yourself, and don't encourage other people to stop you. Because sometimes fear will let us even talk to our partners in the way that they can hear our fear and they will help us amplify it. You go to him and you're not going like you're sure that I actually want to do this. You're going that, hey, what do you think? What if I do this? Hey, but so he will now be like, I can't handle this woman's fear. I don't want her to cry. So he will give you an answer, and then you say, my husband said I shouldn't do it. No, your husband did not want you to be in pain, and he gave you an answer based on how you presented it to him. But if you go like that sharp woman you are, like that sound woman in a boardroom, and you present it to him and you say that perhaps we could do this, perhaps we could do that, please, I beg you, don't sabotage yourself. And even if in this season you don't get it right, guess what? You've given yourself experience that money cannot buy. There'll be somebody that comes into that room that will need to learn from you, and you will be prepared. You will be in the position to handshake, because I believe that our lives, yeah, many times when people talk about impact, it's really difficult, yeah, because sometimes you look, when people say she's a woman of impact, and you're thinking that who did they impact? Look, let me tell you something. Each one of us, if we impact just one person in this life, each one bless one. Before we start looking at the big picture, think about yourself as the project A. Project A execution will mean that when your B part or your friends see you, you can be a blessing to that person. Do it for that person. Before you start thinking, oh, you're going to be on the world stage, let's just even focus on one another. Doing things fearlessly, approaching it like, at the end of the day, if you sabotage yourself and put it on anybody else, deep down inside, you won't be able to say that, oh, my husband said I shouldn't do it, I didn't do it. You really succumb to fear. Because guess what? If you really wanted it, you would have done it. So prepare yourself, get confident, get sound, and go for it. Look, nobody's taking notes. Everybody's busy. Nobody's taking notes that she did this, she failed. She did that, they failed. And if they are, they're jobless. They too, they have no life. But guess what? You are getting experience. Experience that one day you will look back and you will shake yourself and you will say, well done. If nobody tells you, you're around, say, there is that confidence that comes with knowing that you did the work. And because of that, you can reward yourself. That's what you should be going for. So before we let Instagram and everything we see make us feel like we're not making impact, every time you do something that makes people look at you, you give them permission to also step out. So you are already making impact. So please bless my life so that I can look at you and say that, busy doing this live. You don't know how much it's encouraged me that Mrs. Akitayo did a live, and me, I'm like, I'm scared of live. You have literally encouraged me. So please let each one of us make it our point of duty to go out, step out for one person. Don't overthink it, because if you think you're stepping out for 1 million people, you won't do it. Fear can set it. You're stepping out for your daughter. You're stepping out for your younger self. You're stepping out for your mom. Pick one person and do it from your heart. May God bless all of us.
That was powerful. I love the ending part. It seems you saved the best at the end. It was like you saved the best for the last, and it
Oh,
was
thank
really,
you.
really powerful. Well said. Super, super, super. Loaded with a whole lot, and I kept writing, writing, writing. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not
Oh,
going to
thank
write
you.
again. And guess what? And I'm writing. Step out for one person. Step out for one person. That person could be your daughter, it could be your friend, it could be your husband, it could be your fiance, it could be anyone in your community. It doesn't have to be somebody you share any mutual love with, but step out for somebody. Wow, that's powerful. And one of the things also that caught my attention here, there are so many, I don't even know if I should say one, because there are so many. Don't overthink things, okay? Some of us that can be too much of a perfectionist, like myself. Don't overthink. Do you notice when I've been thinking of this live video? And I said to
Well,
my
you
team,
blessed
we're gonna do
me.
this
Now you've
month.
encouraged me to do my
We're
life.
supposed to do it in August. August moved to October. I won't say it's procrastinating. I'm like, uh, at the time, and I said, Bisi, you have the time. Don't say there's no time. You have the time. Create the time. She was meant to send the invite. She didn't send the invite to her. And November, I just said to myself, I'm sending the invite to myself, not waiting for you anymore. And I did it, and it's happening. But because I was overthinking as well, trying to ensure that the guests were perfect, the guests were the right people for the moment. But I'm glad, because overthinking always makes us to procrastinate and not to do what we're supposed to do. So I wrote that don't overthink things. And even if you don't get it right, you are giving yourself an experience. Yes, you might not get it right. Like you see, Lady Bola now said, "Oh, I've encouraged her to do our own live show now," and I didn't even know. You see, just me stepping out to do something. So the same thing. You never can tell. You stepping out to do that thing can encourage somebody out there as well. And even if you fail, remember you fail forward. You learned something, and do not let your gift tear you apart. Start where you can. Like I said, there's so many things, so many points, and I hope you did write some point out. In case you're just joining us, please, I want you to go back and watch this live show from the beginning and watch it till the end. We have a question. I was going to say thank you to Lady Bola, but question came in, and I'm going to ask that question right now. And that'll be the only question we're going to take here tonight because of our time is officially over. But if you want to learn more about the phenomenal Lady Bola, please follow her on our page. Okay, you need to follow her, and our Instagram page is Bola Obileye. So go check it out. You can see some people. Somebody Linda Creative actually tagged and say at Bola Obileye. Well done, sis. So you can
Thank
follow
you so
that
much.
page, learn more about her, what she do, her business as well. You want to connect with her. One of the best ways to connect with her is to connect with her by being a client. Okay, she has different hats. Pick one of the arts and patronize it. Then you have connected with her and you'll be learning from her. And by the way, she lives in London and currently she's in Dubai, touring Dubai, having an amazing time in Dubai. And
Yes,
she'll be going back to London soon. But I think she'll visit Lagos before she goes back to London to come say hello to our
absolutely.
Lagosians. Like I
Just
said,
by the weekend.
yes, amazing. We can't wait to have you. And by the way, for those of you who do not know, I think your last child is 20, right? She's not, she looks so young.
I've got a 22-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Or a
Yeah,
22-year-old and a 16. You can see.
16.
And
Yeah.
she doesn't look it and you say she's old. She's not old though. I mean, she's not, she looks so young. And having a 22-year-old and a 16. So very soon before you know she's a grandmother. And I'm kind of
Can you
imagining
imagine?
how your grandchild will look at you. And people are like, is this your child? I don't know who you are. Is your
You know,
grandchild.
one of my friends' kids turned 25 and they had a passage by, and I was just looking at these kids. They're like all grown up and like, wow, it's amazing. And yeah, it's incredible.
And so before you know it, you're a grandma. I mean, she's a grandma as well. It's like, when did we get here? And that's why every time
Absolutely.
counts.
Yeah.
Every time counts. We need
Yeah.
to maximize every second, every minute powerfully. So David
Honestly.
asks, how can a
Yeah.
young lady build a millionaire mindset and choose a life partner who aligns with that vision? Wow. Okay, should I take that
First
again?
of
How can a
all,
young lady build a millionaire mindset and choose a life partner who aligns with that vision? Okay, that's the question.
okay, first of all, please, I beg you, if there's any way that you have any self-esteem, self-confidence, any issues, that's the first thing we need to deal with before you get married. The reason is because you will be free before you get married, and he already knows who you are, and you enter that marriage free. Because a woman that is sound, that knows where she wants to go, will automatically attract that kind of man. Because if you go into marriage timid, where he's already used to him being the one to, encourage you that, you look fine. This is how I like you to wear your hair. Like how you wear your hair. Already like how you look. already like yourself so that when he brings his love, it's additional. So you're not living off of his love. So that you're not living off of, oh, if he doesn't love you anymore, your life is not worth living. No! You have to become that woman that loves love but is not needy. Because when you become that woman, that man will even love you more. You know what we said about being attractive when you're confident? Men love confident women. You know, some years ago, I'm always telling people that, you know, I think it was the 15th year of my marriage. I think it was a very tough period for me because I lost myself. I gained weight. I didn't know who I was. I was like, you know, be going out, best my husband, can I wear this? Can I wear that? And I knew that our marriage was a little bit shaky because it was like, who is this girl? This is not the person I married. Because somewhere along the line, you know how you let yourself go. At some point, I decided to snatch myself back. I lost weight. I fixed my confidence. I did this, I did, and I showed up. You know, one day my husband said to me that he had been married to 2 women and he knows which one he prefers. Can you imagine? This same meal. The needy person, nobody is attracted to a needy woman. They will keep you because they know that they can control you. But when you're confident, it's a different kind of love. It's a different kind of appreciative, almost like, oh, look at this precious thing I have. But if you're needy and it has to walk you up, wait like this. Don't tie your wrapper like this. It's tiring. And the only kind of men that love those kind of things are men that are, you know, those controlling type. If you want a man that will love you like an equal, that will give you some super love, please show him that you stand well. Do you know what I mean? And when you do, that love is unstoppable. He will align because automatically you will attract that kind of man. I mean, look at our sister here. Her husband is fire. She's fire. That's how you keep a marriage going. You know, because there's no way. Imagine him being married to a girl that is like, one day he will just meet one babe that is very sound. And then she will have to ginger up. Do you understand? Men like that. Don't let anybody fool you. Nobody likes anyone that they can walk all over. So please, I beg you, find you, work on yourself, buy confidence books, listen to confident women, watch Bisi Akitayo, watch whatever, watch whoever, put a picture of the wall of a woman you want to be like. Go to a studio, take a picture, pretend to be the confidence, you take a picture and use that picture as your DP, and every day commit to becoming that person. And then one day you will show up and that picture will align. And then you will find that the people that get attracted to you are the people that are in your caliber and in your space that will serve you well. Both of you. Have you not seen how they say power couple, this couple? Because don't let anybody, opposites don't attract, or they can attract, but opposites, they don't stay together too long. There is power that likes power. That's how it is. I wish you all the best, my darling. I hope you find the love you deserve, because for you to ask, your heart is ready.
Happy, like this is fire. Oh my God, which one is the best? Is it the one before this or now? This is the best. I don't know anymore. Wow, this is
It's
really
glory to
powerful.
glory to glory. And the next one too. Yeah, glory
Absolutely,
to
from
glory.
glory to glory. Like, this is really, really powerful. Men truly love confident women. Like a man that is not threatened by a woman's success. Love a woman that is confident and will easily love to show his woman off. Oh, this is my wife. This is my wife.
Yes.
Why? Because of the confidence he also personally ensues from her. Come on, everybody. I want to see the fire emoji. I want to see the claps. Please, as a woman here, if you have not found yourself, please find yourself. You can't build a millionaire mindset, like Lady Bola said. You cannot build a woman who wants to become a millionaire without finding who you are. And she gave examples of how you can find that woman. Read books, listen to powerful women, find a picture of the woman you want to look like, and have that woman picture. Maybe you want to post it as your DP somewhere in your life. So there was a year in my life, I looked at the kind of woman I wanted to become. I wanted to be
Mm.
better than look like. And I ensure
Mm.
that those women, all of them are in my life today in terms of raising great
Amazing.
children, in terms of business, in terms everything I wanted to see, spirituality. I ensure that and brought such women in my life in terms of
Mm.
marital bliss. I picked different areas, and all
Yes.
those women signify different things in my life today. And that's the same thing that she's saying to you. What is the picture of the confident woman you want to become, you want to
Mm.
look like? Have that woman's picture, see it, listen to them,
Mm.
eat them. In short, you need to listen to these messages not once. It has to be an habitual thing. Habitually, in
Yes.
terms of politics, I have a woman that I love so much. I told her in Doha, Mrs. About it, that she's the one that made me to start because politics. You know, that idea that
Oh, I
politics is
love
for
her.
women. And you know, when I hear her talk about politics, although she doesn't like to be to be addressed, she's so beautiful. I'm beautiful now. Why won't I
She's
also know
stunning.
politics and
Yeah.
understand politics? And guess what? She made me to love politics every day, at least minimum of 4 5 times in a week. I have to watch and listen to the news to know what is happening in
Yes.
my country. And when I raise topic with my husband, we are able to talk, we're able to gist, because why? He loves politics. But if I just want to talk about the children and the children, it makes the conversation boring. But because I had to picture her in terms of politics and I began to also
Yes.
listen, I began to be sound in terms of politics. So you
Mm.
can be
Yes.
who you want to be by reading, by studying those who have become successful in the field, like she has rightly said. And nobody, remember, is attracted to a needy woman. No man is attracted
Mm.
to a needy woman. No man respects a woman who is needy. That's why we see a lot of successful women. Behind them are more successful men who are
Yes.
20 times more successful than themselves. And
Exactly.
for you to be that woman, remember, you need to stop being needy and you need to stop being timid as well. Then you need to like
Mm.
yourself for who you are, not who your
Yes.
partner wants you to become.
Mm.
Please,
Yes.
this is very important. Now, I've been talking about flat tummy not because my husband wants flat tummy, because I want flat tummy. I want my tummy to be
Exactly.
extremely flat because I want to love. I used to jokingly say to my husband, which is one of the things I can't do. I hope he's not watching this. I said, I want to have flat tummy so I can wear bikini on the beach. And you look at me
You
like this.
know,
Why
you
are
were
you
kidding.
are you are you so blessed? You want to wear bikini or wear? But what I'm trying to say in essence is I'm not gonna wear bikini because I'm not comfortable in bikini. I wear what I'm comfortable in, not what my spouse is
Yes.
comfortable in. That is me.
Yes.
What makes me feel
Yes.
comfortable and confidence is what I wear. If I feel I'm not confident in it, I will not wear it. I will not be okay in it. So for me,
Absolutely.
it's about having flat tummy because I feel that I'll feel more confident wearing
Mm.
the kind of gowns I want to wear that I see and admire. I say, this gown, imagine it on me to look really nice. But yet I can't wear because my mommy pouch will come out and
Yes.
expose that, is she pregnant? What's going on? So, but bottom line, I am not trying to get this flat tummy because of my spouse. I am trying to
Do
get it
it
because
for
of
you.
me,
Yeah.
because it makes me happy.
Mm.
And I
Yes.
don't want to go under the knife. Not because
Mm.
I fault those who do it. I just want to do it the natural way. But
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying is do it for you, like Lady Bola said.
Mm.
I,
Thank
I, I don't
you.
want to go further because I just look at the time. I said, I'm taking your time. Oh. So
It's
I
fine.
want
I'm
you
enjoying
all
it.
to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you
thank
so
you,
much
thank
for
you,
having
Lady
me.
Bola. Thank you so much. Please, do you have a program coming up soon, or do you want your website? People can patronize you. Please, we want to mention that. We would appreciate if you talk about it in a jiffy.
Thank you so much. So I am always supporting programs around women and women development. Like I said to you about 7 years or so ago, I went through a thing where I needed to find myself. And when I found myself, it became a turning point for me. And I wish it for every woman.
Mm.
So I'm always connecting myself with different projects and different programs that women are doing. I love to work with NHN a lot. I've got a program coming up on the 14th. Her Connect Hub in London are running a program where, again, they also celebrate women. And I would love for you to please follow me at Follow Bilayer, and where I talk about my life, my new foray into investing, which I'm also going to be partnering with GTech Suites about. We saw some properties here in Dubai, and I'm really enjoying life. But honestly, I really live my life out loud because I believe that we all should be growing together. Sometimes we go through things in silos, and oftentimes it's painful, it's dark, it's lonely. I'm used to, I guess maybe because I'm also already a media person, I don't mind sharing certain things online, but not everything can go on online. We
Mm.
have spaces where, we can share silent and quiet talk, but I really pray that you find your purpose and that you start to walk in your purpose. And even if you don't know your purpose, just start and God will keep leading you. You keep hearing that voice. And because you started, He will hold your hands through. But just be assured that there are women out there. That time where they used to, say that women don't support one another is gone. This caliber of women, at least I know my generation, we really want to leave a handshake for the next generation, that our mothers may have gone through things that, they couldn't share with us, that we saw, but we couldn't say. We are trying to do better and we're here for you. And I hope that you can see past yourself as well, that in everything you do, you think about other people and the impact and how you can be a blessing to other people. So yeah, let's just all be great together. Collaboration over competition.
Thank you so much, Lady Bola. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your time. So do not forget to go follow her on our Instagram and do. It's very
Thank
important.
you so
We
much.
ensure we follow her. We learn more from her, and she's always willing to collaborate with women in
Yeah.
terms of helping them to also grow their brand, build their brand as well, and add that
Yes.
touch of sophistication, elegance, and a phenomenal self in it as well. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Really appreciate your time
Thank you so
tonight.
much for
So
having
sorry
me.
we took more than your time, which we
No,
told
I
you,
had a
but
good
it was so
time.
powerful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm
God
glad you
bless
did have
you.
a good time. I'm so glad.
Thank you
So
for having me and encouraging me. I'm also going out there. I'm sure there are other people here. Guys, we're all going to be doing our lives. We're going to
yes,
take hold of our Instagram, because if Mrs. Akitayo could do it, yes, we
absolutely.
can.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, dear
Thank
sis.
you so
Thank you. I
much.
really
God
appreciate
bless
you.
you.
And to all our
Yeah.
viewers out there, thank you so much for watching. We'll be meeting again tomorrow by 6 p.m. So remember, I said it's going to end December 5th, but I think for some dates, we don't have a guest yet. But if you don't see me live by 6 p.m., meaning we don't have a guest for that day. But I want to say thank you once again to my
Thank you for
amazing
having
phenomenal
me.
sister. I love you so much. God bless
Love
you.
you. And
All
thank
right.
you guys for joining. Really kind of you. We love spending time with you.
Bye,
Much love.
everyone. God bless you. Love you
Bye.
all.
Ciao, ciao. Have a
See
good
you
evening.
tomorrow. Bye,
See you
everyone.
tomorrow.
Thank
Bye.
you.